Hey guys, and welcome to another episode. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to properly rotate your wheels and tires on your car. Now I'm going to go over what exactly rotating your tires is, why you would do it, when you would do it, and how you do the entire process. Now I'm going to go over front wheel drive, rear wheel, all-wheel drive cars, and I'm also going to be going over wheels and tires that are, say, aftermarket, staggered, directional, all that stuff. So let's get right into it and let's do a tire rotation on my Honda. So what is a tire rotation and why is it so important? Well, it's very useful if you're running a vehicle that has square wheels and tires. So the front wheels and tires are the same size as the rear wheels and tires. And the reason why you'd want to do a tire rotation is that you're going to be able to swap out the fronts with the rears and the rears with the fronts. You're going to be utilizing almost all of the tread and you're going to be extending the life of the tires. So the hundreds of dollars that you spend on your tires, you're going to extend that and get as much as you can out of them. So as you can tell right here, my front tire is a 225/40 ZR18. That's my front tire, and I have the same thing for the rear. You can see that the tire marking on the back is also the exact same specification. It's a 225/40 ZR18. And because I'm running a square wheel and tire setup, I can move the tires around and say bring my front right to my back left, or move it around as I like so I can get the most out of my tires. So the general rule of thumb when you're going with a vehicle that is either front or rear wheel drive, the drive wheels, so for my instance, because it's a front wheel drive car, my front tires, they're gonna go straight back and they're gonna be replacing the rear wheels and tires. And then the two wheels and tires that are back there, they're gonna get crossed and they're gonna be brought up to the front. For a rear wheel drive vehicle, like a pickup truck or a sports car, it's gonna be the opposite of that. So the two rear wheels, what you do with them is those are going to be brought straight forward and the tires that are up front are going to be crossed backwards. Now you can only do this if you have wheels and tires that are the same size both front and back. Now if you're running a staggered setup, which is different size front wheels as opposed to the backs, the only thing that you can do in that situation is switch them from left to right. So the front right will go in the front left will go in the front right, and the same thing goes for the rear. But as it stands, the process is very simple. So you just jack your car up in the air, you're gonna remove each one of your wheels and tires, and then you're just gonna put them in the appropriate place. So for this car that I'm working on right now, my front wheels are gonna be going directly to the back, and then the back wheels and tires are gonna be crossed up to the front. Make sure that you use the proper torque spec when you're tightening up your wheels and tires because you don't want the wheels to fall off when you're driving. If you don't know what the torque spec for your wheels are, you can simply go in your owner's manual, find the torque spec, and then use a torque wrench to make sure they're properly tightened. So on a rear wheel drive truck or vehicle like this, the rear wheels back here get brought up to the front, and the front wheels, they get crossed to the back. So the front right goes to the back left, and the front left goes to the back right. On an all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive vehicle, the wheels and tires get flipped from end to end. So the front left goes to the back right goes to the front left, and the same thing goes with the front left and the back right. They get switched up like an X pattern. On a vehicle that's four or all-wheel drive that also has a full-sized spare tire, the way that you'd switch it out into the current wheel setup is like this. So the front left tire is going to move into the spare tire's location. The tire that's in the spare tire location is going to move into the rear right. Now that rear right tire is going to be moved forward to the front right, and the front right tire is going to be pushed back to the rear left. That rear left tire is going to be pushed forward to the front left, and then you're just going to continue that cycle. For a vehicle that runs a staggered wheel setup, where the front wheels and tires are a different size than the rears, the only way that you can rotate these wheels and tires is where they stay on the same axle. So the rear left will have to switch with the rear right, and the front left will switch with the front right. And that's the only combination that they can switch. Now, how often should you be doing these tire rotations? Well, your first initial tire rotation, if you buy brand new tires, should be around 5,000 kilometers, and every time after that should be at about 10. So that what it's gonna do is it's gonna say wear the tire down 1/32nd, and then after that, after you do the first initial rotation, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be going through 2 30-seconds at a time. So if the front is at 11 and the back is at 12, what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate them and you're gonna wear the front, now that's at 12, you're gonna wear that down to 10, and then so the 11 is on the back. Once you have 1/32 of a difference between the fronts and back, you switch them around and then you do the same thing. So that's basically all that's needed. You're gonna be taking the wheels off of the car and switching them around in order to get the most out of your tires. Now I just drew up a little diagram right here, and this is gonna show you how you should be rotating your tires. So the top row right here is if you're running the same size wheels and tires all around. It's gonna show you how to rotate them properly. However, if you come down here, you're gonna notice that you're gonna be running with a staggered setup or a directional setup. And if you have staggered or directional tires, you cannot do this type of rotation. Now, if you're running with your OEM wheels and tires, whatever suggests inside your owner's manual, that's what you should be doing, but this is the general rule of thumb. If you guys have any questions regarding the video, throw them down in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to help. Again, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. So once you chose the proper wheel and tire setup for your car and you rotate them, you want to make sure that they're looking nice. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to go from a nasty looking wheel like this after I took it to the track, and I'm going to show you how to restore it and bring it back to life. So the wheel and tire I'm going to take care of in the next video.